hopefully everyone can see this okay. Hopefully it's posting okay. Thank you so much for um, putting up with us as we learn how to do this and all the tests that I was running. Hopefully we'll do a lot more of these, and this is the first one. You get to check out the very first one. So we don't know what we're doing, and we're totally having fun. So hopefully you guys can follow along. I'm going to try to figure out how I can see the comments. And make sure that everything is showing up okay. So we're just going to give a few minutes for people to jump on. Oh, good. It looks like it's going live, so I can see it on the Facebook page.
Okay, terrific.
I'm looking on my phone now. Yay! Hi, Megan. Good. Now I can see comments. So apparently I don't see it in this program that we're using to do the split screen, but I can see it on my phone over here. So there is a little bit of a delay, friends. So if you ask a question or anything, I will get to see it and I will share it. But it'll take a minute. Thank you again for your patience as we figure out how to do this the best way that we can. So we have, we got 4 people. Woo! 5 people.
Okay.
Growing.
Okay, so I guess, Liz, if you, whenever you want me to start, if you want me to wait,
Oh, good.
and if there are comments, they're going to come through you.
Yeah, I can. I'll read them so that you don't have to worry about them. Oh, I can see the comments on the side. Yay! Again, thanks everyone for putting up with us while we learn. But I can see some comments over here. Oh, we got a bunch of people joining us. I'm gonna go ahead and this is Miss Julie. For those of you who don't know, who have not met her, have only seen her by camera. Now you get to see her sweet face, and the picture of Charlie behind her as Charlie's hanging out. He was on camera for a minute and then he decided to go lay down. He's camera shy.
Yeah, Charlie doesn't like a lot of noise right now. So, okay.
All right.
Well, I will get started. Thank you for joining me, and I'm excited to share this very simple, easy craft. If you got the materials list, and if you don't have the stuff right now, that's fine. You can do this later. It's meant to be simple and easy things that you have around the house. So no need to run out. You can, this week, I hope to bring you a lot of easy crafts that you can do together from home. So today we are going to make a bag out of an old t-shirt. So if you're doing this with your kids, if you're doing this by yourself, make sure this is a t-shirt that you are okay cutting up. It can be any t-shirt. If you saw the picture that I posted, I'm gonna get better. Here is the example. This is the t-shirt that I'm gonna say shrunk or I grew out of, but this I turned this into, with just some simple cuts and some knots, into a bag. And this is now Charlie's toy bag. So with a couple quick cuts and some knotting, we're going to make a bag out of a t-shirt. So get your things together. We need some sharp scissors and a ruler. And if you need, it's not necessary, but a pencil or a pen. Now, here is the finished product, but I'm going to work along with you with another t-shirt. So, excuse me why I'm going to switch my phone around, so if you get seasick with the flipping of the phone, I'm so sorry. I have not figured out how to do this in a better way. So I'm going to turn my phone so that you can watch me cut on the table. So to start off with, we have our super cute dog-related t-shirt, of course. So you want to lay it completely flat on the table, and it doesn't have to be ironed, but I did iron this. If you have any questions, type them into Liz now, and she will carry them over to me. So what we're going to do is we are going to remove the seams. Oh, a dog hair. How did that get there? We're going to remove the bottom seam, and we're also going to remove the seams along the shoulders and the neckline. Okay? Now, to make these even, we can take the t-shirt in half and remove the seaming evenly, or you can just wing it and cut along here. So let's just do this quickly so you can see and not take forever. I'm gonna go, since I'm right-handed, and just cut on the inside of the seam right along. All right, now we're going to do along the neckline. Sorry, I didn't even notice if I was in the frame.
Hey, Julie, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I realized I had muted it earlier, but I just
Oh.
want to let you know we have 17 people, so
Okay.
you're doing great. Just give you that encouragement. It's great. We're going great. I like that shirt. Keep going.
Okay, sorry, and I just realized I wasn't even in the frame, so I apologize.
No, it's perfect. No, we can
Okay.
see everything perfect. You're doing great.
Okay, thanks, Liz.
Just giving you that motivation. You're doing great. Thank you again.
Sure. Okay, so now we're going to remove this neckline, all right? And that's going to be the opening for our bag. It's funny doing these tutorials. I feel like I'm talking to myself, which is very odd.
That's just why I had to jump in there, just so that you knew that you're doing great. And I don't know if I'm distracting you or if I'm helping. Hopefully it's helpful.
No, it's very helping. It did startle me because I'm like, oh, wow. Okay, so we're going to continue on to the final sleeve.
I tried to wait until you weren't cutting something. I was like, let me wait, but I don't want to scare you, but you're doing awesome.
Thanks, Liz. That's very funny. I mean, I do talk to Charlie, but we don't,
But he doesn't talk back exactly.
He doesn't exactly. Okay, so I'm gonna cut along this sleeve hem now. Seam now, excuse me. Now the great thing about this t-shirt bag is it doesn't have to be perfect, because once we finish cutting, we're going to stretch out the material. And the great thing about this t-shirt material, it's going to prevent it from fraying, and you get this nice little curl. All right, so you're going to do that with the neckline as well. Stretch it. You're going to get that little curl and do it with that opening of the armhole. All right, so now we're going to go move to the bottom. What I think is the fun part. We're going to create the frayed end. So let me bring this up so you can see it. All right, so here we're going to take off the bottom hem of the shirt. All right, I'm going to turn along here and cut right along this seam. I don't know if any of you are if it's painful cutting a cute shirt, or I don't know, just think you're just going to keep it along with you. So now it's just going to be a bag. So if it was your favorite shirt, just think it's repurposing.
It's a perfect way to reuse that shirt and have it with you, and it's going to be great for the spring for fruits and vegetables at the farmers market,
or carrying books.
Oh yeah, of course. How could I forget that? Absolutely.
So now we're going to create the frayed end. Now here's where you get to make a decision. If you like a long frayed edge, you can do this longer. So I'm going to give you my example here. This is 3.5 inches of fraying. If you prefer shorter, you can do a little bit shorter. If you like really frayed edges, you can do up 6 inches, but that takes away from the depth of your bag. So here's where you will measure how much of the frayed fringe you would like. So I like about 3 inches, but this is totally up to you. And so I'm going to do about 3 inches, and I'm going to mark 3 inches along my t-shirt. And I like to snip each end first. So if my t-shirt, this t-shirt does not have a seam on each end, and every t-shirt is so different.
Hey, Julie.
So, yes.
Can you do just a really quick summary of what you've done up to this point?
Oh, sure.
There's a few
So,
people that it was my fault. There was a little bit of an issue, and some people are just finding the link. So I figured if you just want to go over just briefly the quick summary.
absolutely. Okay, so thus far we have taken our t-shirt, oops, and we have cut off the neckline and the sleeves. We have stretched out where we've cut to keep them from fraying and to create some strength there. So the neckline and the sleeve. And then we have cut off the band at the bottom of the t-shirt. And we're now about to create the fringe bottom so that we will be able to have that closed in portion for our bag. Okay, so to create that fringe, which I'll show on my completed t-shirt bag, you can determine how much of a fringe. So here is example of 3.5 inch fringe. This is where you get to make the decision on how long you would like that fringe. So I decided to do a 3-inch fringe. So I made little markings along here, and you can keep your ruler along. I'm going to start, oops, let me get it into the, make my first cut. And then I'm going to make, here's where you can be pretty loose. It doesn't have to be perfect because the t-shirt material is going to curl and stretch, but we're just going to make just about even cuts all the way along the t-shirt, okay? So don't cringe if there are perfectionists here. So we're going to make cuts all the way up to about this 3-inch mark. And it does not have to be perfect. So I'm just going to eyeball it so I can get this all done while you're watching. Let me get this into the frame. So I'm going to continue to make these cuts all the way along the t-shirt.
There's a few more people joining us, so while you're doing that, I'm just going to hop in here. This is
Sure.
Liz. Here, I'll put my video on just so you guys can see me too. Thank you for the few people who are joining us. I appreciate that you did find the link. I see some of you said it's a little bit hard, a little bit difficult to find the link, but this is our first time. We're doing this every day this week at 11 o'clock, the same time. So I will work on making sure the link is easier for you to find and for more people. So thank you so much for making the effort to find us, even though it might have been a little bit difficult as we figure out how to do this and provide this great content for you. And thank you again so much for Julie for doing this for us and
Sure.
here at the bookstore online now.
You know what? Maybe we should have a separate, they're all together, all of the activities. Maybe we should create a separate one for each one, Liz.
Yeah. Well, we we should be able to do these, like, this video will be saved too, so we can save this
Okay.
live so you can go back and watch it. So if
Oh,
you miss
good.
anything, it should all be saved and posted on our sites, and you can have those links. So you can go back and watch these from the beginning. So even if you're not here to join us at 11 and you want to do it later, all of these are saved. As long as you're okay with that, Julie. I should have asked first. um,
Okay.
I figured if we made it through the first time, we should let people watch it a few more times. So
All
yeah,
right.
if you missed anything, you will be able to go back and watch these um, again later. But this is just our live. So if you have any questions live, we're here to answer them. Again, thank you everyone for joining us. I see all the people hopping on and posting questions. We do see your questions. I'm trying to respond. I'm trying to figure out how to respond. This is our first one, so we're learning. And again, we really appreciate everyone who's being patient with us as we try to figure out how to help our small businesses survive in this time. So I'll let Julie finish, and then I'll hop back on another chat bandwagon thing.
Okay. Thanks, Liz. Okay, so the next step, once you have cut all the way across, you're going to stretch out the material. So look at this stretch, and it's going to give a curl. It's going to prevent the fraying, but you're going to do that for each piece. All right. So I don't know. Let me start it for you. Don't need to sit and watch me do everyone. But once you get that complete, you're then to close off the bottom of your bag. You're going to matching fringe. You're going to tie a double knot. All right. So one knot. Here's the second. Get that pretty tight. All right. There's your first. Now again, the matching knot. Once you have it stretched out well, first knot and your second knot. All right, and then you continue down the line. All right. When my kids were doing this, they had a little bit of trouble keeping the strands separate, especially if you make them a little bit thinner. So I suggest that you pull them to the side. So it's easy to start knotting the wrong fringes together. So I'm going to keep on going a little bit. Another thing I want to mention, so don't be startled when this happens. As you knot along, the bag is going to tighten together. This is okay. At the end, we're going to stretch it back apart. So don't be startled, don't be alarmed. It's okay if it does that.
So Julie, just because I know
Yes,
you can't see the comments,
yes.
I'm able to put them on the screen, which is pretty cool, so other people can see them as the video goes along.
Okay,
I'm also maybe hoping to figure out how to put this on YouTube so more people can see it, in the sense that people who may not have Facebook or want their kids on Facebook can see it on YouTube.
sure, sure.
But just so that you get to see some of the comments as I mean, you don't get to see them, you're going to hear them as I read them to you.
Okay.
Yay, my daughter loves doing doing crafty and creative activities. Thanks for recording these.
Oh,
That's
good.
from
I'm glad.
Danielle. Um, Stephanie says, wow, it's crazy how the bag came along so fast.
This is, I
Uh,
mean, this is something you can do over and over again, So that's a lot of the crafts that I'm going to show you this week. It's not like a one-time craft. These are things you can do over and over again. So those, I'm hopefully pulling together creative activities that you will be able to replicate throughout
Absolutely.
the week, the month, whatever the case may be.
I realize I'm putting up some of these comments. I'm trying not to put it over what you're doing so people can still see. I'm sorry if
Oh,
I'm
I'm
doing that.
sorry.
I did not. It was totally my fault. I did not realize. Um, but just a shout out. It says, "Hi Julie, Zachary is online with you." Jen,
Oh,
uh, Jen shared the link with us. Becca,
hi, Becca. Hi, Zachary.
just they could get their own shout out. We've got Carrie, Stephanie, Danielle, Sherry. Hi, Sherry. Catherine. Trying to see some of the other names that we've got on here. Um, I guess that's Piper and Quinn probably watching, unless it's just Megan hanging out, making her own t-shirt bag. Megan from Love Evolution, our yoga studio. She's offering here's another small business I'll plug while we're tying. Love Evolution is offering yoga online. So they've closed their studio, but you can go to their Facebook page and watch their classes live. So if you've ever wanted to try yoga, um, now's the time to do it. You can do it from the comfort of your own home with a teacher, which is pretty cool.
That's amazing. That's so kind.
Yes, I really appreciate that. So, for those of you who don't know, again, while she's tying, I'll go ahead and plug us. Miss Julie here doing the craft is a wonderful jewelry artist, and she has some magnificent stuff. Hi, Gregory and Juliana from Bel Air Elementary, and Calliope's over here with me watching, but Janaea, but um yes, Miss Julie makes some beautiful, beautiful jewelry. So if you haven't seen it, definitely visit her page. She's been online for a while, so she's pretty good prepared. She's got a nice website
Thanks,
and
Liz.
everything for her beautiful jewelry. Are you doing any live jewelry sales coming up?
I really hadn't. I just did a recent one, but I hadn't prepared. I really
Yeah.
wanted to support. Um, right now, I want to do crafts to keep people busy at home and happy at right now. So that's my
Oh,
focus.
that's
So
magnificent. Thank you.
yes.
So, but if you do decide that you want to purchase anything from Julie, we are a pickup. Capricoast Books, I should say, is a pickup point. So if you decide that you want to come out and pick up a book and any jewelry from her, she can drop it off, and that way you don't have to run around to a bunch of places. We have some of her jewelry on hold here when you need to pick it up, kind of thing.
And
I didn't
I
explain that very
appreciate
well.
that so much, Liz. So appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. Anything we can do right now, because here's the thing I'm gonna say is, Amazon, Target, Walmart, they're gonna make it through. They're giant corporations that have tons of money, and we know that they have basic necessity things, but things like books, small bookstores like ours, um, I'm fortunate I'm in the position that I'm in, and that my husband does have a full-time job that is probably going to last a while through this. But um, there's a lot of small businesses that closing the doors for just one day is hurtful to us. So
Yes, definitely.
we're doing anything we can. So yeah, we've got tons of live streams planned so that you can still meet with those authors and have those personal interactions of the community, because that's the big thing for me, is the community that we're doing. So that's when Julie saw that I was doing something live, she immediately messaged and said, "Hey, let's do crafts." And I was like, "Yeah." So I'm really, really appreciative that she chose to partner with me on this, and that we're making it happen. So we have right now we have plans this every weekday this week to do these crafts at 11 a.m. I will get a little bit better on figuring out how the live streams are and how we can share them. But appreciate your patience for this first one. I think I've got some of the kinks figured out already. Um,
Terrific. And I will post the material list. So what I'm trying to do, I know these crafts are very simple, but the key is I want them to be items from your house, so you don't have to go out. There, it's hopefully things you have and common items, because I know I have a lot of uncommon craft items in my home, so I'm not going to expect you to have uh, the the glues and the beads that I have. So we're grabbing T-shirts. We're grabbing. Well, you'll see the other things in the list that I will post each day. Okay, so hopefully we'll create fun activities for everyone.
Excellent.
Okay. Is it okay? So the next step, I finished knotting. So do you see how it's bunched up? So the next step is you can just gently pull it apart. Okay. So you will have, you'll hear a little bit of cracking of the knots, but sorry, I love this shirt.
Cracking the knots, they crack? Did I miss that?
Oh, it was just from where
Oh.
the knotting. So I like the phrase, the coils to be a little bit stretched out and even. But so here you have your bag completely out. And if you like it a little bit deeper, you can always cut it. I'm always conservative with my cuts initially because you can always cut more, you can't put it back on. So if you like a deeper, I don't know if armhole or sling. So I'm going to turn, if you're okay, if you get sick from this, look away. I'm going to turn this around. All right, so thanks for putting up with that. So the bag is done. It's so easy, so simple. You can make them over and over again. So if there's an old t-shirt that you just don't want to throw away, here's a use for it. And I mean, honestly, this is the perfect little book tote. Or farmer's market tote. Anything like that. And there actually, I showed you the easiest method to make this. There are so many other ways. So once you get a little bit more comfortable with this, we can always show you the next way. There's ways to make it a backpack, a sling tote, and others. But we'll start with this, okay?
Yeah, we definitely need to do the backpack. We should do that like next week. I love that idea. And we'll have more time to clean out our closets.
Exactly.
And find these shirts that don't quite fit, but we can't give up. And I know I have a few like that. There's just like concert shirts that don't fit me anymore that I want to save, but I'm also too lazy to make a quilt out of.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes. And who knows, the more we have to stay inside, maybe we'll get to the quilting or whatever, maybe. So
Oh, some people said perfect for the beach, casual wear,
yes.
shopping. Someone else said great for the pool too.
Exactly,
What? All the
exactly.
pool
So
babies.
there are all these things that you can do, and the larger, the extra large shirts can be the beach totes. So, and the little ones, I mean, my daughter made out of her favorite shirt. It's a much smaller shirt, and so she can carry her toys and such. So, so many opportunities.
Yes, this sounds great.
Okay.
Thank you so much again
Absolutely.
for joining us, everybody. Lots of great comments. Join us tomorrow at 11.
Well, I don't
Go
know if
ahead.
there's space. I'm hoping once everyone finishes this, because I don't know if they're able to do it along with us, or I'm hoping they'll do it later. If they can post pictures, I would love to see what everyone created. So I don't know if they post under the video or if on your page, my page, whatever. I want to see what everyone
Yeah.
creates.
How about we do hashtag crafting with Charlie?
Oh, that'd be
And
awesome.
then if
Okay.
you do hashtag crafting with Charlie, we can look at then you can do it on Instagram, you can do it on wherever you share, we'll be able to find that hashtag. So it's just
Okay.
hashtag. I know Charlie didn't actually make an appearance, but
Yeah. Now yes, he's sleeping.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I'll be quiet. I know I'm loud. I have so much Charlie energy. But yeah. I just like things. I like alliteration. So when she asked me about this, I was like, yes, crafting with Charlie, because we already do chapters with Charlie when we were doing story time. So yeah, just hashtag it crafting with Charlie, and we will go ahead and share your photos. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes, thank you,
Absolutely.
Catherine. Thanks for throwing that on there. All right, well, we will see you guys later. We're gonna go ahead and end this live stream. I will
Oh, and
share.
tomorrow, don't forget
Oh
tomorrow.
yeah,
Yes,
go
I'm
ahead.
excited about tomorrow's project. So I'll just tell you, tomorrow you need toilet paper roll. So hopefully everyone has that. Um, Craft like little popsicle sticks, 4 of them. Or if you don't have that, you can use pencils, yarn, scissors. What else did I put? I did have the list, and I think that's about it. Okay.
I can't spell popsicle.
Because
And I'm like, I can't. Why can't I type it?
that's all right. The craft sticks, or bobby pins. So we just need something kind of straight. Okay. So, but
What was the other thing you said? You said toilet paper roll?
toilet paper roll, just the roll. We don't
Just
need the
roll.
paper. So the roll, craft sticks or pencils or bobby pins, yarn,
Yarn.
um, and then scissors to cut the yarn. It's going to be a fun one.
I'm
Okay.
posting the list now.
All right, I have it posted in our page, so I
Oh.
have it. It's posted, but I
Excellent.
just figured I'd let everyone know now too.
Okay, sounds wonderful. Thank you
Okay.
guys so much. We've got 30. We're at 31 minutes, so we got it at just 30 minutes.
Sorry. Okay.
No, it's great. No, it's perfect. Like a half an hour. This is not. Thank you again for helping me. All right, guys, have a great day. I'm gonna go ahead and hit stop now.